Everybody say hi to Cousin Tom. Old Cousin TJ, hadn't seen him in a while. Thought maybe tonight we'd go back in time and listen to a little Three Dog Night. Oh, wait a minute. 3DOG. Oh, yeah, let's do this. 3 Days of Gettysburg. Isn't that box just majestic? I mean, just the picture on the box just takes me back to the 70s when Richard Berg started all this stuff. That's just a glorious picture to look at. So we finished up 3rd Winchester and just couldn't wait to get this one on the table. Thomas, thank you for the triple quote of Gettysburg, Gettysburg, Gettysburg. That helped me make my decision, if you're out there. And Bill, I'm going to be hollering your name here in a minute because I need to know something. Where the hell is Doubleday? I've got it where Rowley is in charge of the 3rd Division, but where is Doubleday even in the reinforcement chart? I know he came on, I believe, didn't he, with Rowley, or he entered the battlefield, and wasn't he in charge of the 1st Corps while Reynolds was sort of overseeing the whole battlefield? Anyhow, if you get an answer for that one, let me know, please. All right, so it started 0700 on July 1st, and we've already played 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock. So, not to stray from how things happened, good old Harry Heath pushed up the road here. Now I'm trying to make sure that I maintain some integrity of the brigades, cohesion of the brigades and of the division, trying to keep that division leader where he can reach all his brigades, and trying to keep the brigades not too separated from each other. Right now they're okay. Buford's cavalry, now they have done their job, and I think they've taken, I think I read it was Harry Fan said on the first day that Buford's total losses in men or horsemen was like 127 or 129, and I think I have lost 200, and probably would have been less than that had I had one more activation for Buford, but doesn't matter because there's 1st Corps. They're up on the back edge of McPherson's Ridge, and of course, depending on how chits get drawn on the next phase, whether they'll be able to deploy, whether the cav will get out of there, or whether Harry Heath, who will probably go into attack mode this time, will get the first blow. I tried to do just sort of pick and pop for 2 activations, keeping the infantry at like 4 to 5 hexes, and I actually got a hit. And then I moved them up in the following turn, and these large units here from was it Davis? It sucks, they're green units. I mean, you can see the morale on that one end disrupted, and he's only a 2 when he's not. And the same with that one under there. And he actually, as a green unit disrupted, his morale was 1, cohesion, whatever you want to call it. Rolled a 4 to rally with a leader, a 1-star leader, that gives it a 2, so it was twice what his morale was, and he took a loss on a die roll of 4 for rally. So he lost 50 men just because trying to rally. I guess he didn't put his hat up high enough on his sword. Confederate artillery, interesting rule here. All right, another question. Should I be playing this game? Now, I'm using the 2019 standard living rules, but I'm using the charts from 3 Days of Gettysburg. Should I be using the same charts that are with Death Valley, since that's the latest? Because I want to say there's a couple things that look a little different. I did use the random events, and starting on game turn 10 and rolled. And of course, the first one I got was for Imboden's cavalry to come immediately into the game. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. While I want to maneuver in my own fashion, I still want to play with only the historical units that arrived. The other one was Rally. So Rally starts for our 3rd Division 1st Corps. Every game I played, they've come in over here from Hagerstown. Not in this game. They either come in, which I think when I played John Tiller's game online, or I mean John Tiller's campaign in Gettysburg, I want to say that they were down here anyhow. But so on turn, at the 8 o'clock turn, you can roll. If you roll a 0-1, they come on. Didn't work. Next turn, if you roll a 0-4, they come on. And they come on down there, where the rest of First Corps did. And if they don't come in, then on the 10 o'clock turn, they automatically come in down there, which it throws me for a loop. I want to say there's been sort of back and forth about that in different people's books about Gettysburg. I've read quite a few of these about Gettysburg. But, hey, I followed instructions. He came in with one activation, or it was two activations. Two activations, I think. I can't remember. It was one or two. Of course, Robinson, when he came on, he only came in originally with two. Or no, he came in with one. And then when Raleigh came on, Raleigh came in with two. And, of course, Robinson, he picked up on the next march, on the next turn. And I didn't want to put these guys in fatigue. So I moved them only 3 and stayed on the road. And I did the same thing for Reynolds when first division. I only used 3 and then 3. And, yeah, granted, it might have cost the cavalry another 50 men in casualties. Up to them getting right there. So Davis is untouched. He's caused a little disruption there. I think he's caused a little damage too. Interesting rule about the artillery. It's another one someone can bounce around on me here. If you roll a 5 and it doesn't say adjusted or unadjusted, it says if it's a 5 on the fire chart, it doesn't say anything about ammo depletion for artillery. It says they're disrupted. Is that trying to compensate? Okay, now that's granted, that's on the 3 Days of Gettysburg rules, which I believe this was 2004. Yeah, 2004. So should I change and be using the ammo depletion rules that are in the 2019 series? Bill, answer that one for me too, please. Pettigrew, Brockenbrough are coming on. I got Pettigrew going to the right. And I almost think I should have him over here because he's a larger force. Because Davis, they're going to stay disrupted forever, I think, with those green ratings. Now, he's got one regiment that is not. He's got the 11th Mississippi, which is even on the map. They're also not a green unit. Of course, the morales aren't super high. It's a 7. It's amazing, though, that the infantry here is a 5s and 7 cohesion, but the cavalry over here, they're 5s and then 7s. Then the artillery, the Union Horse Artillery has a cohesion of 9. So, of course, that was a good set of guns. Was it Tidballs? I don't remember who it was. Was it A, 2nd U.S. or something like that? So anyhow, 11 o'clock turn will be coming on. Like I say, depending on how the chits get drawn, probably getting the cavalry out of there if I can get First Corps established and getting Buford off to one side to get ready for other events that we know are going to happen come lunchtime, which is, Pender's coming on this turn. Pender will be coming in down here. And he'll come in march mode, so he'll be right up here in the front, almost immediately. And then was it noon, I think? Noon or 1. Rhodes will come on. And I'm not sure, I haven't checked it yet. I think Rhodes probably appears over here at 3. Maybe he can move to 4. I'll have to look. I haven't looked at it yet. And Terrible Sword, he comes in right in here. And then, of course, early, probably 1 or 2 o'clock will be in over here. I haven't really looked real deep at the reinforcement chart yet. It's just, and everybody's probably got it, your general knowledge of when people come on, get to the battlefield. Everybody probably knows it for the first day. So, all right, so we'll be kicking after this. Might play another turn or two, and I'm not sure yet. Didn't think I really wanted to get into Gettysburg game, but how can you say no to Gettysburg, man? This is it. So, I've got the other ones. I do want to try Murfreesboro, and I do want to try Chickamauga. But Gettysburg is kind of, even though it's 3 days, it's when you've played so many games. And it's funny because you would think, oh, geez, here's another, I think, who was it? Was it Gilbert Collins? I think one of his said, another Gettysburg game. You can never have enough Gettysburg games. It seems like every year somebody comes out with a new one. But this one here, I love this series. All right, so we're going to keep after this. Hey, you know, if you like this stuff, if you enjoy it, give me a like, give me a little incentive. And if you want to keep up to date, subscribe and smack that bell so that you'll get any kind of playthrough updates I create. All right, we'll get this one posted up so y'all can see it, and then we'll get back to playing and keep you updated. Thanks for watching.